How are you guys doing? On today's episode, I am going to be continuing talking about the wonderful FNAF books. And one book that's not a FNAF book that I have gotten from the lovely holiday that just passed a couple of months ago now. Time management isn't really my thing. Well, I will sit down and write something and then I will forget about it for a hot minute. Not because I don't treasure the thing, nah. I have a rule that I think my mom gave to me years ago and I just haven't let it go. Like, it is just in my brain. So my rule is that I can't use any of the things that a person has given to me as a gift for my birthday, for any holiday, because actually, let me rephrase. I can't use or do anything with what someone has given me as a gift unless it's like food or something I meant to use right away. It's kind of a thing that I said. The rule is I can't use a gift that anyone has given me before writing a thank you note. Everything has to have a thank you note sent to the person in the mailbox, then I can use the thing. Everything here has been thank you noted, and these books that I really want to read have been in a little pile, and I'm like, I'm gonna do the reaction video at some point. I just got really, really distracted. And also, the sun came out, and I'm like, oh my lordy, it's not cold. But, okay, so last time when I did this, I reacted to this book, which my parents gave me. I'm so excited about that book. Go check that one out if you want to see my reaction to it. This next one was actually given to me by my sister, my brother-in-law, both absolute wonderful human beings. I love them so much. And it's weird calling my brother-in-law. He's just my brother. So I love those two so much. And by they're awesome children who I just love to the ends of the earth. I'm just like, ah. And because they know I am a giant nerd. Again, I talk a lot, if y'all can tell, I'm very proud of loving Five Nights at Freddy's. I used to hide it. Not so much anymore. They didn't get me one. No. They didn't just give me one book. They didn't get me two. They got me three. They got me four. I got the first 4 books of the Fazbear Frights books. It comes in a little case. I'm so excited. So the 4 books are Into the Pit, Fazbear Frights Model 1, Into the Pit, which is this one, which is such an iconic thing. I think they actually referenced this cover in the FNAF movie. Remember when Abby, the main girl, she goes into a ball pit to hide from Foxy, and she sinks down into the ball pit? Totally a reference to this. Anyway, first book, Into the Pit. Then the second book, Fetch. This one I have read Into the Pit. My library had it, so I'm really excited to have my own copy because I don't have a good example nearby, but I like to write in books and I like to make notes of things. It kind of helps me remember. And so this book is called Fetch. I have not read this one yet, but this one, at least when it first came out, all I could hear about was this book. People loved these stories because if I'm right, if it's anything like this book, these 3 have, I don't know, but we'll find out. The first book was based off of 3 stories in one. I'm assuming they all kind of follow that trait based on the very convenient 3 black lines. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to assume that I'm right. So it'll be 3 different stories, and I'm so excited. So following that logic, Fetch is only the names of one of the stories. I think Fetch is actually the first one. Yes. So this one has Fetch, Lonely Freddy, and Out of Stock. I love this text style. I think this is gorgeous. I love this. I'm really excited to read this because I've only heard about Fetch. There's actually, if I can find their information, I'll put them down in the description. Actually, I will find their information. I'll put down in the description. It might take me a minute. But there's a content creator on TikTok who I hope they posted on YouTube too. They built an animatronic of Fetch. This guy. Isn't that cool? Crazy creativity. Good for them. But that's Fetch. Into the Pit. Let me get back to that one. Into the Pit has the Into the Pit, of course. To Be Beautiful, which is still my personal favorite, which is very dark, but I related so much to the main girl in this story. Like, and then everything went wrong, and I was like, oh, like, oh, someday when I do a Books of Tea, I'll talk about that. And then Count the Ways. I'm not even gonna touch that one. Two more. The next one is the third volume, which is 1:35 a.m. This is the one that I know the least about. I know a little bit about Fetch and Into the Pit. This one I know a little about because Foxy. I know nothing about this one. Also, she's thick. She's thick. Okay. Let's see. So the 3 stories in 1:35 a.m. or 100, I guess. Let's see. 1:35 a.m. Room for One More, and The New Kid. Ooh. I'm excited. I know nothing about this one. Besides the fact that that's gorgeous. Also, okay, so this is, I don't know if it's just a me thing. I like it when books are like this. Seeing black paper instead of the white paper, it's actually easier for me to read. This is stunning. This is gorgeous. I love this. I am so excited to read this. Also, I love the little glitches. They put, can you guys see that? They put little glitches, not lines. It's so cool. I am so excited to read this. I've seen, there's a bunch of game theory videos. Love game theory. Please go check them out. Please go check them out. If you haven't, I'm confused, but go check them out. But game theory has actually talked a lot about these guys. I haven't been watching their videos about these because of that. I don't want to spoil them. But I do know that they talk about how somehow, not entirely sure how, but these books are all connected. There's one overlining story. I think it's something connecting to FNAF Security Breach? Security Breach? Security Breach. I'm gonna say Security Breach. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out when we get there. We will go through a whole journey. Sorry, one thing I just gotta say, this, so this looks a lot like the little girl. This looks like a lot of characters. First off, the little girl, that Charlie, our main girl from the first original trilogy, which I still have a huge soft spot for. The second book is still my all-time favorite. And it's not at all influenced by the fact that my favorite character is on the front. Actually, so this is Nightmare. He is one of my top favorite characters. My other favorite character is Golden Freddy. But those two are my boys. I love this book so much. And there's apparently a poster in here. There was a poster in here. I don't know where it went. Back to topic. The main girl in this series, her name was Charlie, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Charlie. I think her full name was actually Charlotte. I don't think that was intentional, but it's kind of funny how has been hotel. I need to get back to focus. Sorry guys, I can tell I'm really excited about these. But this looks very similar to a doll that Charlie actually had in these books. In this story, spoiler, I'm not going to get too deep into them, but spoiler for the first book and kind of onward. In the first book, in this one, not the twisted ones, the first book is called The Silver Eyes. Such a good book. The graphic novel is, but still, a good book. But in that story, we find out that Charlie's dad actually built her toys, which I love that headcanon. I've actually incorporated it a little bit into the comic, where if you actually look back and see early iterations of Scott, he's a toy maker initially. And that's kind of a part of his lore that you learn more about the deeper we go in. He was a toy maker before he built animatronics. And in this story, he built her 3 toys. He built her, I'm only thinking of 2 right now, but I know there's 3. I'm blanking on the third one. But he built her a little unicorn thingy, a little horse, and a little doll with red cheeks. That look familiar? It's also this whoever this is looks a lot like the same girl, the animatronic that Abby from the FNAF movie almost got connected into. There's a lot of lore here. I'm so excited. Okay, and then our last one in this, I'm so excited to read this. So our last one is called Step Closer. I know, just like with this one, I only know based on the cover. I know that is my boy Foxy. That is the purple curtain that he stands behind. I'm like, that's my boy. That's my scary baby. And they kept up the dark printed paper. Yes, did the first book do that? Did you do that? Yes, I did. Good, good. Back to this. So this one will have 3 stories as well. Also, I just noticed something. I hope y'all did not expect consistency. But, that's so cool. So, actually, no, we're going to talk about that. So, you guys see on the bottom, the writers. So, Scott C. I still can't pronounce his name. Scott and L. Cooper. The reason why I bring that up is Ellie Cooper, my bad. Because then, in the second one, Scott, and then Andrea Wagner and Carly Ann West. Ellie Cooper isn't in this one. And then the third one, Scott, Ellie Cooper, and Angela Weiner. So these two, woo, that's so cool. They like the same team. They kind of kept switching around. And the reason why I bring this up in the 4th book, look, Ellie Cooper, oh, Kelly. We have a new lady? We have a new lady! Oh, that's cool! Okay, so Carly was only in this book, but I'm assuming, let me get this out of the way. I'm assuming female. I'm assuming she, her pronouns for these authors. I could absolutely be wrong, but my bad. But, see? Ellie and Andrea. So, Andrea, Ellie. So cool! Also, Ellie was in the first book too. But I think that's so cool! I love the different writers. Especially because these stories, they are designed as 3 different stories that, at least in the first book, I don't think they overlapped besides having animatronics. Which is fine. Like, they're fun and interesting, and I love the fact they're doing other authors. Thank you for thank you, wait a minute. As you guys can tell, I'm a little scatterbrained. Thank you for letting me rant about the authors. Go support these wonderful people. The reason why I kind of paused for a minute is one of the girls, I just went like this to the book and I paused at a random page. One of the girls' names is Susie. Susie sounds really familiar, but I don't know if that's from Five Nights at Freddy's or if that's from Undertale. Either or, but let's put a pin in that. But I'm so excited. So this one, let's talk about this one. So Step Closer. Steps Closer does not have a Step Closer does not have a table of contents. Yes, it does. I wasn't able to find it. Okay. Ooh. So Step Closer is the table of contents for Steps Closer is Step Closer, Dance with Me, and Coming Home. Cool. I am so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. But yes, now I have the first 4 books. I think the Fazbear Fright series is technically completed. There's a whole new one now. I think the new one's called Tales from the Pizzaplex. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to finish these guys first and then I'll go back to them. But I'm so excited I got these books. I love this. I am so excited to read them. One of these days, I will get back to, one second, I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Also, this might just be me being a little bit of a book nerd. I love it when books are all the same height. Like, there's just something aesthetically pleasing about that. And all the same font. This is just, I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for joining me in my reaction video to my new books. I'm so excited. Someday soon, I will do Books of Tea, and I will do a reaction. I think just because since even though these are novellas, I'd probably do a video for each one, and then maybe talk about the series as a whole. But that's gonna take me a long time. However, that does not mean that does not mean that I wouldn't do it. I will do it someday. But first things first, I gotta do 1 Books of Tea, and then I'll tackle a series. because that's a whole other thing I gotta do before I can even do that. I think I'd probably just start with like a one-off, like a one-shot book, not a trilogy. Or, I don't know. We will see. We will get in there. Okay, that's not gonna let me in. That's fine. All right, everybody, I'm gonna figure out how to get these books back in here, but I hope you guys really enjoyed me reacting to these videos. Let me know if you guys have read these books. Please try not to spoil it. If you do, it'll be fine. I will just ignore said comments. I do read all the comments, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time on our lovely show. Bye.